Yo, what is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. We're back on Seamless Invasions with another build that I brought over from my Xbox characters. I've tweaked it slightly from how it used to be, but it's pretty much the same principle of a build. As you can see, we're using the kite shield, and the main gimmick on this one is that we're using shield grease. This stuff makes it so you can literally shield for days. It's ridiculous. I don't see many people using this, but it is really strong. This build in particular is very good. It's very effective. My win rate on this thing is pretty good, to be honest. It's a really successful build. We're a level 90 build. All my points are pretty much gone into vigor and endurance. We've got 50 vigor, 30 endurance. I wanted to be tanky. I wanted to be very defensive. I wanted to be pretty effective in shielding and counter attacks and stuff like that. I'm using the Bullgoat's talisman as well as all this heavy armor. I've got 107 poise. 107 poise. It's it's a bit mad. I've got the curved sword talisman, so we'll be making use of those guard counters. And in my flask, I've got the strength knot crystal tier. So the 33 strengths that I do have will be going up to 43 strength. The weapons we're using on this one, we've got the great sword, the iron great sword that is. We've got the crescent moon axe. We've got the mesmer spear. The Mesmer's Soldier Spear, and we've got the Broadsword with varying Ashes of War, all heavy infused, all really effective at what they do. You may see some variation in the weapons and the Ashes of War in this video. That's because initially all those points I've got in strength. I initially had them in dex. I was just trying it around, seeing what works, seeing what doesn't. I was trying out some of the lightning Ashes of War and lightning infusions. So yeah, I had it in dex initially, but I've changed it to strength and it is a lot more effective. But yeah, that's the build, guys. Hope you enjoy the video. Let's get back into those invasions. Okay guys, welcome back to the channel. Hope you're enjoying the invasion so far. So yeah, this is another build that I brought over from my Xbox characters. This is one that I had in mind that I wanted to use in seamless co-op, so same as the last video and the last build, I've just pretty much remade it, although this time it's not like for like. I have tweaked it a bit. When I was using this build on the Xbox, it was a lower level. I think it was about level 50. Now we're at level 90, so it's a higher level, and I've tweaked the stats a little bit compared to last time as well. I've invested a lot more into my endurance. I'm a lot tankier with a lot more poise. Some of the weapons are a little bit different as well, but the principle of the build is the same. As I said in the video, it's all about using the kite shield, the shield grease, the guard counters, and there's no skill on the shield as well, so it's all about mixing in the Ashes of War without having to put our shield away. It works really well. I do have another build that I use sometimes, which is on the Xbox. I haven't transferred that over to the Seamless Invasions, but that's a level 200 build. It works with guard counters as well, but it's different to this in the fact that this is purely about shielding. Not so much focused on solely guard counters. We are making the most of it on this one, but that one is just kind of like all set out for one shot big guard counter squashes. This one is more of a rounded build. It's more about guarding and getting our attacks in at the right time and making more use of our Ashes of War and the kit as a whole. If you know which build I'm referring to, it's a level 200 build. It uses the big hammer. Oh, what's it called? What hammer is it? I used it in a video not so long back, but it's a big hammer. It's got a big damage numbers on it, and yeah, it plays different to this one anyway. It plays a lot different. But yeah, this is a really successful build, guys. Level 90, tanky boy, a good selection of weapons. It works really well. It's got me a lot of wins. did mention earlier that you might notice some variation in these invasions. As you can see now, I'm actually using the lightning ram Ash of War. That's not on this weapon all of the time. The reason for that is that when I first made this build on the Xbox, it was focused around Dex, and I was using the lightning infusion Ashes of War because it scales well with dexterity, and that's just how it was initially. So when I brought it over, I made it a Dex build just the same as it was on the Xbox, and that's some of the invasion you're seeing here. Any invasions where we're using lightning Ashes of War or it's lightning infused weapons, that is when the build was more focused around dexterity. But the more I thought about it, the more I kind of realised that it might be more suited to putting those points into strength. So I tried both, you know. Some of these invasions are more dex focused, and the Ashes of War that you see when they're not lightning related, or you know, the weapons are heavy infused instead of lightning infused, that's obviously when I decided to turn the build into a strength based build, and I was getting a lot more damage. The damage numbers were speaking for themselves when I was comparing. The weapons I was using as well all did kind of favour strength a little bit more. I added the Crescent Moon Axe, I got rid of the slender straight sword, I added the broadsword instead, so it was a different straight sword I started using. And yeah, a few little tweaks here and there, a couple of changes with the Ashes of War, and overall I think it works just a little bit better with the strength. More damage, suits the build a little bit more. We're a big tanky boy, it suits that with a strength build. And yeah, you know, it works. I do have the strength knot in the flask as well. Like I said before, all of my stats were focused on endurance and vigour, and it didn't leave me a lot of room to kind of buff the strength up to get more damage. So having the strength knot giving me an extra 10 gives me a nice little boost to my damage for a few minutes. This invasion in the background was so unlucky, guys. I worked my ass off to kill that first summon. Really cool little dual cosplay these two are doing. They're using the same armor set and stuff. Looks really cool. I managed to kill the first summon, and then the dragon comes in and just spoils all my fun. I managed to get it down to a one-on-one, and then just keep your eyes on what happens next. The dragon with his big ice breath comes in and spoils all the fun. I thought that was a good invasion, but I had so many to choose from, guys. Honestly, I've been invading on this build for the last couple of days, having an absolute blast. It's a hell of a lot of fun, and honestly I had so much footage, I had so many invasions to choose from. This video could have been about 40 minutes long. I just kind of picked out some of the ones I like the best and I've included them. But yeah, you know, it's really good. It kind of makes you feel like a boss fight in your own right. The fact that you're so defensive, putting out some good damage. Yeah, really good build, guys. But there's a couple of invasions left in this one now. I'm going to let it play out. I'm away on holiday this week. I might put a picture on my YouTube feed. You may see a picture from me and the wife away on our holidays. So yeah, I'm probably in a hot tub now while I'm speaking to you here. I recorded this before we set off. We're actually going in the morning, so when you're watching this, I'm probably chilling in a hot tub. But yeah, hope you're all enjoying your week, guys. Enjoy the rest of your day. Look after yourselves. I'll let this video play out, and I'll see you all on the next one.